So we have these wooden holdbacks from the dining room. Obviously this one, there was one missing basically, so I've found this one. It is the same size, but all the mouldings come off of it, so I've got to reproduce this moulding onto this, hence the mould. I didn't have enough silly gum left in the pot, so I thought, oh, if I just do half, I can then reproduce the other half, but it's not the same. So that theory went out the window. Anyway, I've got to very carefully, without my glasses, I can't see what I'm doing. Hey. Oh wow, look,
that is impressive.
it's a bit round. I think I need to sand it off.
Wow.
But that will sit nicely. Yeah, it's a bit round on there.
Okay.
And then I need to do the other half.
Let's hope the other half works, and then game on.
I'm impressed with that.
I'm impressed with that, actually.
Thank you. As you can see, I've glued the two together. There is a little seam there which I'll sand or fill, and the other one had to have a little bit of filling as well. The end bit here had to be reshaped. A bit of relief at the bottom there, which I'll do on the same one here. But for now, I'm just going to paint this one in the base coat. It's easier then to see where the cracks and that needs any more filling. So here I have my nice pair, the original one and the copy. If I zoom in quickly. But I'm not happy with the side bits here and here, because they're meant to look like that, but you can see that they've been broken off at some time. Now this is one that I cleaned up from the salon yesterday, so I'm going to take a cast from this one. They are the same size, which I should have done originally, I guess. So how we make that is, unless you've seen it before, measure out equal amounts, turn the measuring scales on, equal amounts of the white. We should just do about, we do 5 and 5, that should be enough. There. So all we do is remove my hair, is mix it up. So there is one solid colour of blue, pale blue. My nails don't match today. All that sanding of those railings I've been doing, it all came off. I have to work quickly with this because it sets within 5 minutes. So if we get the mould and press it on to what we want to take a mould of. Try and get into all these crevices so that we can pick up every single detail. It even picks up hairline cracks. It's quite impressive, this stuff. You don't have to do it as deep as the other one. We'll keep a flat base for it to stand on. So pinch a bit of that because I've got a hole there. I will leave that for 5 minutes and then I'll be ready to cast. The mould is now set, so I'll carefully peel that off. Hopefully it doesn't bring off the actual plaster of the holdback itself. Oh, it's not that easy, you know. See if I can prise it off with a spoon. That's better. So that is the indentation of this. So I've got my plaster Paris, I'll mix that up, pour it in and let it set. So I've made this plaster of Paris quite thick. So that it doesn't run out the edges as easily. Just pat it down to get rid of the air bubbles. I've got my mould here. It's the last one to be done, so I'm just going to pop that out. It's been drying overnight. As so, here we go. It is quite large, and I'm going to break some of that away and then sandpaper the rest off because that's far too big. Actually, that feels a bit damp still, so I'm going to stick it in the sun and concentrate on this one here. So what I'm going to do is first of all get it flat and the right height. There's quite a bit to take off here actually. Okay, that's flat, and I just need to do the width. Okay, that will do for now. That's a lot smaller now. I have to scalp all these bits off here down the side so that I make it the right size for this to fit. And I did one yesterday that I've just glued on. So, or those two. So I'll allow those to dry and then a little bit more filling, and then they can be painted. Here's 3 of the holdbacks from the Salon. There is one missing, so I'll have to either make a mould or hunt somewhere around for that. But I'm taking them off because Adrian's always hitting his head on them when he's down on the floor, and as he's going to be starting the floor soon, I thought I would remove them, give them a wash and fill them and put them in a safe place. This one I've already done. That's come up nicely with some bleach and some sandpaper, and I've already filled that one as well. And as you can see, these are the other 2 that are quite cracked in places. One really didn't want to come off the wall. And in fact, it made me think maybe when I put them back in that maybe I should glue them on, but we'll see nearer the time. But for now, I'm going to give these a good wash, fill them, and wrap them up with the crystals from the chandelier, which I know that safe place. The job finished today was the 3 holdbacks for the Salon. So they've all been repaired. They've all been, filled. It's a bit of my nail varnish there. And they've had 1 coat of primer ready for paint, the colour of the Salon, and gold leaf on these. So I need to find, well, I have found the other back of one, but all the front was broken, so that will be another mould that I've got to make. But at least that's another job done in preparation of the Salon. Another job I've finished are the holdbacks for the dining room. If you remember, I had to make a new mould, and the edges of these for both of them. So that is the original one there. And if I pan across, this is replica one that I've made. You can see a slight join where I made the mould in 2, but from a distance, you wouldn't be able to tell the 2 apart. It was a bit bright and sunny, if you may not be able to see. That's a bit better. So I'm really, really pleased with how they came out, and the colours are quite a good match as well. But then there's still the case of the mouldings up here that I still have to finish, along with all the cracks in the woodwork here. But at the moment we're concentrating on the the salon floor, and when Adrian's ripping it all out I can come back in here and finish these jobs off.
So how's it going in the curtain making department?
I'm nearly finished.
Did I hear you've hung one?
I have hung one and it's perfect length, but I've taken it down again because somebody needs to clean the windows for me.
Well, where's your mum when you need her? Flipping heck.
I remember it was Mother's Day last year. I was cleaning all those doors up there.
And?
So I'm not planning on doing the same this Mother's Day.
What are you doing this Mother's Day?
Well, maybe someone will come and surprise me and do it for me.
Sorry, I don't think that's going to happen. So, oh, look at the sunshine. So you're going to finish up here and then back in the garden this afternoon?
Yeah, so these curtains are virtually finished and ready to go up in the blue china room.
Good. That's what, as in, that's the last one. You've already finished one completely? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. See? You're flying through it. What are you going to do next?
Back to mouldings.
Yeah.
My favourite job.
And then eventually, maybe, if I pull my finger out, the salon floor. It's
been a bit of a struggle getting these curtains up because they weigh so much and they're actually really difficult to pull. So I might have to find either a different track with a pulley or one of those really long poles that you can pull the tops across. But anyway, I'm just going to give you an insight of how this room will look eventually after that's been tackled. This is the wallpaper that will go in 2 panels either side of the bed. The holdbacks, which need putting up, and this lamp base, which all matches perfectly. I'm not sure about the shades yet, but they can be changed. And there'll be a new bed, a larger bed, so it'll be a king size or a queen, with the bedside tables either side and drapes down the back of it. I managed to pick up a fire fender yesterday at a brocante that I'm going to try and get Adrian to put up and use as a pelmet for behind the bed. So this will be for the blue china room. But at least now the curtains are up, they are blackout. So let's hope they all sleep in here quite well.